Hello everyone. Fiber optics strain sensor. See, as we know that the fiber optics can be used for the application, either it may be for the intrinsic application or it may be the extrinsic application, depending upon the type of application and as well as the need and the type of the data what we need. Here in this case, in a broad classification, the sensors can be described as either it may be an extrinsic sensor or it may be an intrinsic sensor. In the extrinsic fiber sensor, the fiber senses the parameters like either it may be the strains or it may be the temperatures, pressures, vibrations, chemical compositions and other so many parameters. These it can be measured very easily by placing the strain gauges or at a particular location along the fiber and existing the sensor either by re-entering the input fiber or by entering the another fiber to reach a detection device. In the intrinsic sensor, on the other hand, the change in one or more optical parameters, either it may be with respect to the intensity, or it may be the phase, or it may be the polarization, or it may be the wavelength, or it may be the frequency, or the timing, or the model content. See, by the what we can say the variation with respect to the optical parameters, we can find out where the mistake or where the problem is. By the observation of the light, the propagating through the fiber experiences a change due to the influence of the measurement. Only the basic principle that governs the unique idea implicit in the arrangement of the several sensors are described below. Of these, most of the promising are perhaps a Bragg's grating and a white light interferometer. Additional details of these and other sensing mechanisms are illustrated in the next further slides. The first one what we are discussing is with respect to the microbands and as well as the graded index of the fiber. See, whenever the fiber is placed with respect to the sensing application, or it may be for the actuation, or it may be for the sensing, these it cannot be placed in a straight fashion, but it will have a bend, and even the ups and downs will be there. In the structural embedded with the fiber optic sensor, the deformation of the structure imparts the strain to the elastic fiber. As a result of change occurs in a certain optical characteristics such as the optical intensity and as well as the phase. The measurement of the phase change is the common approach and provides a measure of the deformation. In a sense, one could visualize the change in the length of the fiber resulting in the form of the deformation, which in turn changes the distance of the flow of light, by which automatically we can measure the either it may be a decrease in the intensity or it may be the time taken to travel from one end to the another end. This change in length could further be visualized as a basis of the arrival of the time, or it may be a wavelength from a contained in a phase of information. In some such measurement mechanisms, the phase changes are measured between the reference signal through the fiber and the other signal coming through the similar fiber that contains a microband along its length. See, these microbands, which are intentionally built along the fiber of the periodic intervals, allow the light to radiate out. The behavior of the light signals through the fiber with the microband is influenced by the temperature, acceleration and as well as the strains. Thus, the comparison between the reference signal and a signal through its corresponding fiber with a microband provides a measurement of the parameter of interest. See, the schematic diagram shows the microband. See, here in this case, the micro bend and as well as at the time taken to travel from one end to the another end, that it is measured, and the same deformation if it is there in the material, even that can also be sensed and it can be measured. The phase difference what it is taken place in the light is sensed and by which automatically we can say that there is a deformation with respect to the material. Now, intrinsic Fabry-Perot sensor. See, the basic principle that governs the operation of the Fabry-Perot sensor can be understood with reference to the figure as shown below. The instrument is constructed by providing an air gap between the single mode fiber and a reflection from a multi-mode fiber. The sensors are attached to the structural component through the adhesives that transmits and the deformation to the sensors, leading the change in the length of the gap. This Fabry-Perot sensor is the extrinsic sensor which is used in the outer portion where the deformation in the material that it can be measured very easily. This in turn causes the phase change between the light and as light of the reference signal and as well as the light from the sensing signal. Because of the interference between the two reflection, this phase change is measured of a motion of the gap and the location and serves as a basic for the accurate measurement of the strains. The schematic diagram shows the Fabry-Perot sensor. See here in this case there are two ends will be there. One is a single mode fiber, the another one is nothing but a multi-mode fiber. These two it is pasted or fixed by using the tapes. Then along with that a epoxy is also used for the gluing of these what we can say the fibers. The upper one gives the what we can say the line diagram shows how the fiber can be placed on the sensing material. The lower portion of the diagram shows which consists of the two ends. One is nothing but the single mode fiber, the another one is a multi-mode fiber. As the light which is in between the single mode fiber and as well as a multi-mode fiber, the gap is maintained, and even the entire thing is closed by means of a hollow core fiber, where the light it should not refract or it should not go out from the what we can say the fiber. See, the light which is traveling back from the single mode fiber, that it can be measured very easily, and the difference in time or it may be the phase is measured, that gives the how and where the deformation is taking place with respect to the materials. The next one, Mach-Zehnder interferometer. The Mach-Zehnder interferometer exhibits a elasto-optic effect. See, the Mach-Zehnder interferometer consists of the two arms. The optical phase bridge is as shown in the figure. The one arm of the bridge is protected from the stress field, while the other arm is exposed to the effect of the deformation of the structural component, and therefore the strain which has been developed in the material, that it can be measured very easily. The refractive index of the exposed arm changes with the strain, leading the phase change of the light propagating through its relative to the light transmitted in the other arm. When the light wave is recombined, the combined wave amplitude will be influenced by the phase difference and serves as a measure of the amplitude. The measurement can be made at the discrete points along the body of the structure by the series of the two arm bridges. The Mach-Zehnder sensors are very sensitive, allowing the measurement of the strain of order of 10 to the power of -8 and are reported to be effective even in the electrically noisy environment. See, as most of the mechanical systems, once if it is running under high speeds, or once if it is running at ideal conditions, means the noises will be more. Once if there is a noise is more at this particular conditions, or it may at this particular environment also, these type of sensors it can be used very easily, and where we can find out the faults.